Now I can't see it.
Can't see anyone. We see a silhouette. We see a silhouette of a man. Hello,
Mystery Man.
Mr. Man. All right.
How's it going, Kevin?
I'm good, thank you. You want to interview me? Well, you wanted to sleep forever, and now you're happy.
Yeah.
Luke Black. Wow. How have you been since May?
I've been good, thank you. Can't complain. Well, I mean...
I don't know what to believe. So we're gonna, I guess, look in retrospect to the journey you went on from competing in the Serbian national final, winning all the pre-parties, meeting all the lovely fans, gathering new fans, and making it to the grand finals of Eurovision. When you look back, how was that experience for you?
It was really good. It was really cool. I think I did not expect any of this. As I mentioned like a million times, I think. I planned to release my song originally called Sleep Forever in March. And then I saw that that's when the competition, national competition is happening. And yeah, I was like, okay, this is good promo, but I won't win, obviously. And then yeah, I won. And then it's a surprise for me, but a positive surprise. The best thing about everything, definitely, is meeting everybody, like constantly, and like staying in touch with the people who like my music. And even after Eurovision and throughout Eurovision, like the support meant a lot.
Thank you for the support.
Thank you.
So, Eurovision, not really a new format to you, because I guess you watched it growing up. And in 2016, you were potentially the Eurovision entrant back then with another song, Demon. So,
Yes.
Has it always been a goal and this just happened out of nowhere, or?
Well, back then I was supposed to release that song in May. So I was the same story. I just went. It was like an internal choice, I think, and I'm happy that in the end Sanja Vucic went in 2016. I don't think I was ready enough back then. Even though I do like loads of things on my own behind the scenes as an artist. Like I think like sometimes you know when you're ready and sometimes you know when you're not ready. So yeah, with Demons. I didn't end up going, and I'm much happier right now because like most of the people who like and understand me now maybe would have been really young then. So like now I guess like it's destiny to have met them at this point. So that's why I'm happy that I've been this year. Yeah, this year.
Still in 2023,
Yeah.
It must feel like a lifetime, and that's some powerful insight that you have, because I think a lot of artists view Eurovision as this top of the game. If I get on there, that's the next step in my career. And perhaps there's been some artists in the past that have done it without fully being ready for what happens afterwards. And you mentioned that you felt now was the time you're ready. What's the post-Eurovision experience been like?
Well, I mean, I was ready for Eurovision, but not for the afterwards. Like when you do a competition like this, I'm going to be so sweaty in the video, but it's fine.
You still look good. Doesn't Luke still look good? You've woken from your sleep in the middle of the night with a midnight glow.
Exactly. It's my pajamas. Taya would know, yeah. I wasn't ready because like the machinery that you need after Eurovision. So to use the whole machinery that Eurovision gives you, like the whole platform and everything, you kind of need to have like 5 steps in advance. So once the competition is done, you can just, release music. It can be cool, like you can just sit back and watch it unroll. But I didn't think about that because I was producing the whole show myself. So basically,
staging and everything, or?
Yeah. I was the producer, like also creatively, but I had my friends make the stage and everything. But I was also a part of like creating the stage and production. so it really took a toll on my, well, I guess capabilities to think in advance. And yeah, so I'm really happy that people who like my music were patient enough for me to release I'm So Happy, the new single, a couple of months later. But now I guess it gave me a really good jump start. So now I made even more songs and more songs that I'm going to be releasing sooner.
More on the way. Luke, you've been slaying it. Now you're on 2 sold out shows in London. You released I'm So Happy. I think you definitely were ready. Obviously, you've been planning, and I gotta say, you even have some really cute merch here. By the way, on sale. Can you tell us a little bit about what I'm holding here?
Yes, okay. I feel like we're in Topshop right now.
Hey, girl, Topshop's really nice sauce. Topshop, the brick and mortar's gone, but please tell us. QVC, Home Shopping Network.
We have, hello to all the buyers today here at the company.
Isn't this fabulous, Luke? Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's in my hand?
So basically, I was lucky enough to meet very talented, I guess, people who like my music, or the fans like that are really good with art and illustrations and memes as well, and they're amazing. And I was, I was happy to kind of produce something with my manager Travis. Like, we had this idea of like producing really cool pieces of fashionable clothing out of like 100% natural material.
And it feels very nice.
No, so this is a tote bag that I can't fit on my. I've been to the gym.
I bet your arm feels very soft and supportive
No,
right
but
now.
it's really soft. It's really soft, and I think like what my kind of idea with my music and what my fans have provided me is loads of comfort. So I thought like this could potentially provide some of the comfort to them, being so soft and fluffy like my Discord channel. So yeah, this is it. This is the epitome of it. And the artist is called Emily Rafferty. She was really nice to illustrate the whole merch, and she was inspired by my Eurovision performance, and I'm So Happy cover art with another fluffy notebook.
Yeah, so
it's
do
all
you
fluffy.
drool when you sleep? Because you're drooling on that.
Oh.
You didn't notice you're drooling on the fluffy bag.
I was drooling on the Eurovision flower. Yes.
There we go. There we go. But moving on from sleeping to being so happy, let's talk about your new single, I'm So Happy. I don't know, there's some things in the details. Obviously, you're very detail-oriented with your imagery. The video is spectacular. Did you know if you turn the captions on to I'm So Happy, you see sad faces bookending all the lyrics? So you've really dove in really into everything about imagery and other aspects of the song, but are you happy? Really? With I'm So Happy?
God.
It's a deep question.
Well, I'm content. Is that? I mean, I've been chasing happiness like for a long time, and it's something that kind of my new music is delving into. Is about the pursuit of paradise and what to do when you find it. I think I was constantly trying to reach this state of happiness because I saw, loads of people here in London, when you ask them, how you doing? And the answer would be like, oh, I'm doing good, I'm really happy, everything is going as it should be, and you're kind of like, oh my God, how? Like, nothing
Have you been on the Central Line when it's 30 degrees outside?
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, nothing is as I thought it would be, like when I was younger. Like, I thought I would be in a different place. But this is also an interesting place, I guess. And I think I think that happiness is just like euphoria, that, you know, and being content is something that people should work on and I guess chase. And the more you chase kind of happiness as a butterfly, the more like it will, well, you know, escape. You know, butterflies.
Butterflies, moon imagery. Can we please talk about Sailor Moon?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know. Who else loves Sailor Moon here?
I do.
I know you do. So obviously, I guess it's the idea of nighttime moon. Who, if you were one character from Sailor Moon, who would you be?
Well, I would be Sailor, definitely.
Which one? Who?
The Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
You want to be the star, the main character.
I think like it's like the one that I kind of resonated the most throughout the some of the episodes. She has been going through like a very sleepy phase.
And drooling. She does drool. The soggy.
Yeah. I think like because of that, and I used to be really obsessed with Sailor Moon. I even dyed my hair kind of yellowish blonde. And did like space buns. Obviously, like I would have done like the whole thing, but my hair was short. so yeah, I'm really, but you know, with Sailor Moon, it's about the moon actually, and I think it's kind of like something that is appearing a lot within my lyrics and stuff. And I have a tattoo of it. I don't really know why. I don't know how to explain it.
It just happens. The moon.
It's a new moon tonight. So for the show, it's the new moon. The last time it was the well, it's not called the old. It was the full moon, and I think like you know, with the moon, what I like to do to achieve happiness is like on the full moon, I'd like to write things down on a piece of paper that I want to get rid of, and I burn it. And on the new moon, I write things down that I want to achieve. As something new and nice and positive, and I think it worked for me. So yeah, so the moon is quite important.
Very powerful thing. And before we get to the audience questions, you were spotted in the VIP tent at Pride in London this year.
Yes.
How was that experience? You got to brush shoulders with famous people, or what were you doing?
I think it was really interesting because I got to brush shoulders with Kylie Minogue's cardboard.
Wow, Padam, the 2D version.
Yeah, I almost knocked it, and that was the whole thing. But I think it's quite interesting. I was always in my kind of way trying to support even Pride and the LGBTQ community plus. In Serbia, but it was never something that I could actually do. It's quite tough. Back there, they just had a really successful Pride in Belgrade, which I'm really happy about. There was a lot of people, I think. So big round of applause for Serbian Pride.
It takes a lot of courage, and sometimes we take for granted that we have Pride, but it takes a lot of courage to do that, doesn't it?
I think it takes a lot of courage to express yourself in Serbia. You know, I was always in artist circles as a musician and artist myself. So in a way, in that kind of like environment, you always feel safe as an artist. But I think it's a really big thing, and I'm happy to help more in the future. And London Pride was great. That was the first Pride event I've been to in my life. So I was really lucky to have been invited there to kind of support and watch Adam Lambert, was it?
Adam Lambert, yeah. And knock over Kylie Minogue's cardboard cutout.
Yeah, she was promoting her champagne, I think.
Ooh, I love my Kylie wine. Rosé is my
rosé.
favorite.
Oh, rosé, yeah. Yes.
Excellent.
Mine too, yes.
Well, now let's open it up to the floor. Does anyone have any questions for Luke?
Oh, I thought they all already knew everything.
No! We've got a curious crowd today.
Bye, Mia. Safe trip.
Bye, Mia! Goodbye. All right.
Yes.
Oh, we gotta do that hello again.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Where does the hello come from? Did you just like it? You say it many
From
times.
me. No, I just...
Hello. There we go.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
There we go.
Hi Luke, my name's Asifa. I'm a drag artist of Pakistani heritage and I'm very inspired by you. I just want to say well done on being yourself in Serbia. I think it's really powerful. My question to you, as a fan, is what did you think of Graham Norton's comments before you performed? Before your performance?
Should we preface it? What were Graham Norton's comments?
Yeah, I don't know. I met him, he's the like little old guy that was running around.
Fabulous. So he basically said Luke Black is representing Serbia, this is his song, I have no idea what this song about, answers on a postcard please.
What did he say? Sorry.
Answers on a postcard. You didn't know what the song was about? Well, because it's not in English, and I guess in England, next to one of the hosts, it's hard for people to speak more than one language. I don't know.
You would think as a queer person he'd be on your
More
side.
supportive, but it was more of a critique.
Yeah.
I don't know really. I don't know Graham Norton. I think like I know his show, so he's really funny. I'm much more of like an Alan Carr kind of fan, but but yeah, the song. Well, if Graham Norton is watching, it's about you know, trying to escape your problems while sleeping, basically, and trying to wake up and solve the problem. So that's what I wanted to do on stage, basically, with the robot. But it was kind of complicated. I do understand. Like, it's a 3-minute kind of thing where you have to showcase this message that's quite important, and you know, there's loads of artists. You can't just make it your own show. So I think like 3 minutes for this song might not have been enough for everybody to understand it. But obviously loads of you guys are smart, so yeah.
Thank you. We have another question. Over here. Hello? I gotta do this matrix film again so you have eye contact. No, I gotta do it. You stay put.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi Luke. My question is, what symbolism does the butterfly have to you for your music video? Because butterflies are super important to me. I don't know if you remember at the last gig I asked you to draw a butterfly.
Yeah, I know.
And I got it tattooed. Actually,
You
did
got
get it.
It's stuck on you.
I got my tattoo.
Oh my god, I remember it.
Yeah, I got it 2 days ago, and
I love it.
Yeah, I got it.
It's like a
Specifically
fairy winged
says-
butterfly. That's
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
what I envisioned.
Is it different types of butterflies?
I don't know about butterflies a lot, but like the one that she has, I remember that. I wanted it to be like with sharp wings and like,
Yeah, it's a beautiful, unique butterfly. And like, yeah, so the point was, I just asked him draw a butterfly because everyone's interpretation of a butterfly is unique, and I love that. So what symbolism does a butterfly have to you?
Well, I have to share a story I don't think I've ever shared about how I failed my driving test. So bear with, it makes sense. So basically, I was in Serbia trying to, you know, drive a car, and I had a test, and you have like a policeman behind you when you're driving, like the practical side of it. And I saw this most beautiful butterfly that I've ever seen. It was red, it was amazing, and like it was a cloudy day, but there was like a spots of light falling, and it just like made the wings, you know, like resonate with light and everything. And he told me like turn left, and I turned right because the butterfly was going there. And I went into a one-way street that, and there was a car, you know, going my direction, and then I had to be like, and then what I've done is like, I said like, okay, I failed. And then
I would imagine.
I just like got the vehicle like not running, and I went out. But the point is, there is no point to this story. The point is, I've been chasing butterflies loads in my life, trying to, you know, as I said, achieve a certain way of happiness, and I was always kind of like wondering why it's just there for a short time. It's like almost like butterflies live like quite a short term, or one day. Some of them live one day, some of them, and like those beautiful things, like they're one of my favorite, let's say, animals. and they just like, yeah, they just wither away really easily. And I think like butterfly as a symbol of happiness and the chase and pursuit of happiness is something that's quite important for me. And in my cover, or the one that's moving, the movable cover, it just lands on my little sad head, and then it just flies away. And I still remain there on the beach, being really allergic to the sun.
Wow. Well, hey, you know what? Who else? Butterfly wings. Is it Eternal Sailor Moon or Super Sailor Moon? Sorry, we're geeking out about Sailor Moon.
I don't know.
There's one version of Sailor Moon with wings, but here we have an illustration.
Yeah, this
Is that the one that made you fail your driving test? The red butterfly.
Yeah, this is it. I caught him and made him
As a part of your merch. That's how you get back. You made me fail my driving test, now you're a part of my merch.
Yeah,
On sale.
exactly. It looked like this a lot, actually, which is quite funny. Like it was definitely like a red-winged butterfly. Like that was really big. It was really big and nice.
Well, thank you very much, Luke. I know you've got a busy schedule. Sold out show. Who's going to Luke's show tonight?
Thank you. I promise I will be more normal tonight.
You don't have to be. Round of applause for Luke Black. Thank you. All right. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back with the Buskers. Stick around.
Luke, you want to as well? You got to hear that.